I have chosen the book The Legend of the Indian Paintbrush, retold and illustrated by Tommy De Paola. You can see the cover of the book right there. I chose this book because I feel that it is very significant. I remember reading this book as a child, and it was I thought it was a very beautiful book that taught about individuality and how we are not all the same. Um, the book is It's very illustrated, it has very beautiful pictures, and it shows how even though we might not think we're doing the right thing in the end, it turns out to be for the best, and that we should continue pursuing what is is correct, even though sometimes we might not feel that is so correct. Um, it is retold and illustrated by Tommy de Paola. The ISBN number is 97 80 69 81 13 0. Okay, I'm sorry. It's 97 80 69 81 11 36 02. It's right here. Okay. The tics that I felt that go well with this is 13D, which says citizenship. The student understands characteristics of good citizenship as exemplified by historical figures and other individuals. The student is expected to D. Identify ways to actively practice good citizenship, including involvement in community service. Um, like I said, this book, there's a point in the book where he doesn't want to paint anymore. He doesn't want to paint, but when he went to the mountain, he had a dream that told him that he had to keep painting because that's how the people would remember uh, his community. So he kept painting even though he was tired of it, even though he still dreamed of going to fight with the other warriors. Instead, he stayed in um, and painted so the people would remember them. I also thought that 15B would be a good one for students. It says culture. The student understands the significance of works of art in the local community. The student is expected to be explain the significance of selected stories, poems, statues, paintings, and other examples of local culture heritage. This book ends with everybody dancing and celebrating the fact that the paintbrushes turned into flowers, and because of that, every spring those flowers bloom. Um, this shows a significance about the flowers, what they meant to the people, and why it's celebrated. Due to the what happened to him and what he went through, now they have these flowers to celebrate. The paintings were significant as well because they told stories about their people. So this shows that if it wasn't for those stories that he wrote out, then the people would not be remembered. This is why I think this book's very good for that. It shows that how we can still remember the Native Americans, even though not as many of them exist nowadays. Um, and the reason we can remember them is because of these stories and these paintings that tell about their cultural heritage. I chose to do an activity, something like this, but this one says, let me zoom in. This one says to color and write a story using Indian symbols. I wouldn't do so because that's not what I'm trying to teach. I would tell students to um, draw what they believe is important to them and their culture and how it's significant to them and why it's significant to them, just to draw it out just like he painted it out. They don't really have to write anything at this moment, they just have to draw, and then they can explain to the class why it's significant, and then they'll be using the think pair share strategy. uh, I also like this picture. It comes out in the book and it represents the dreams that it's a painting that he did that represents the dreams that he has. So I would put this there, maybe with a piece of paper or just in the corner, and I would tell them to write about their dreams and to explain how their dreams can seem challenging and why they are going to continue to fight for them. And maybe this will teach children a little of inspiration as well, and they'll see the significance of paintings by painting their own things that are important to them, and they can write their dreams and write their story. And I feel like this will teach the teaks like it's supposed to be. I would recommend this book. Like I've said, it's a very good book to me. I feel like it teaches a lot to the students. Uh, and I believe that's it. I believe I have answered all the questions, and I have already ordered this book so I can have it in my in-class library. So have a good day.